Your dog won't stop sniffing your breath. Every morning, same spot, you laugh it off. But dogs detect cancer with 98% accuracy. Better than some medical tests. What they're smelling right now could save your life, and you're ignoring the warning signs. Your dog growls at that friendly neighbor everyone loves, the one who's always smiling, always helpful. You apologize, embarrassed, but your dog won't stop. 2 years later, that neighbor gets arrested. Your dog knew something was off the whole time. When people hide bad intentions, their bodies leak stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, changing their scent in ways you'll never smell. Dogs have 300 million scent receptors, detecting these chemicals instantly. It is like having a biological alarm system for danger you can't see. This explains everything. They weren't being rude to that nice person at the door. They were detecting stress chemicals screaming, "Something's wrong here." Your dog was trying to protect you from someone your gut said to trust. Science backs this up. Dogs sense fear, aggression, and deception through scent alone, reading people better than years of human intuition. Next time they act protective around someone who seems perfectly fine, listen, they're not being dramatic. They're being a bodyguard with a nose that reads danger better than your gut feeling ever could. You're stressed about work. Your dog won't leave your side. You keep saying, "I'm fine," with a smile, but your shoulders are tight, breathing shallow, hands clenched. Your dog doesn't buy it for a second. They're reading the truth your body's broadcasting, the tiny facial changes, muscle tension, stress posture. You think you're hiding behind that smile. Scientists found dogs can detect stress from breath and sweat samples with 93% accuracy, picking up chemical changes you don't even know you're releasing. It's like they have a built-in radar for emotions you're trying to suppress. Here's what's really happening. They press against you during tough days, not because they're needy. They're responding to your stress signals, like a living alarm system, tuned specifically to you. And here's what matters most. Your dog handles your real emotions better than your fake ones. When you pretend everything's fine, they sense the contradiction between your words and your body. And they get anxious trying to figure out what's wrong. Be honest with them. Say you're stressed out loud. Let them comfort you the way they're designed to. They already know the truth anyway. Your dog became obsessed with your belly, acting protective, following you everywhere. You weren't even showing yet, didn't even know you were pregnant yourself. They smelled it before any test could tell you. Dogs detect hormonal shifts from pregnancy. Weeks before medical tests turn positive. Those 300 million scent receptors pick up estrogen and progesterone surging through your system when levels are still too low for any drugstore test to register. Now it makes sense. They became your shadow, not because they were being clingy. They were responding to biological changes invisible to everyone else, including you. Some dogs detect pregnancy before the mother even suspects something's different. There are dozens of stories of dogs becoming protective weeks before that positive test, acting as the earliest pregnancy announcement you never asked for. Your dog might have been your first pregnancy test, and they're still watching over what matters most to you. Your dog's ears suddenly perk up. Staring at the empty hallway, you see nothing, hear nothing, but they're locked on something, except it's never actually nothing. Humans hear up to 20,000 hertz. Dogs hear 60,000. Right now, they're hearing mice scratching between your walls. The electrical hum from devices you think are silent, bats screaming ultrasonic calls outside your window, frequencies completely invisible to your ears, but blasting loud and clear to theirs. Mystery solved. They bark randomly at 3 in the morning because there are rodents moving between your walls. Electrical interference from appliances or ultrasonic frequencies you're completely unaware of. They're not barking at ghosts. They're barking at real sounds you physically cannot hear. Here's a practical tip that'll save you money. If your dog obsesses over a specific wall or corner for 3 days straight, you've got mice or pests. Guaranteed. Call pest control before you see droppings or damage. Their ultrasonic hearing detects infestations weeks early when removal is cheapest and easiest. This one's saving lives right now. As you watch this, dogs smell cancer from breath samples with 98% accuracy, better than some medical tests doctors use today. They detect lung cancer, breast cancer, and skin cancer by identifying volatile organic compounds. These are specific smell signatures that diseases emit before symptoms ever appear. During COVID, trained dogs identified positive cases with accuracy rivaling PCR tests, and they did it in seconds. It's like they have a medical scanner built into their nose that detects problems at the molecular level. If your dog suddenly fixates on sniffing your breath repeatedly, the same spot on your skin, or one specific area of your body, get it checked by a doctor. There's a woman alive today because her dog wouldn't stop sniffing her breath every single morning. She finally went to the doctor. They found early-stage lung cancer, caught so early that treatment saved her life. Her dog detected what medical tests couldn't find yet. Your dog's nose might be the earliest warning system you'll ever get. But what comes next gets even stranger, because what they sense goes way beyond the physical. Your dog sees a world you can't even imagine literally. Welcome to the realm of ultraviolet vision. While you see a spotless carpet, your dog sees glowing evidence everywhere, thanks to their ability to detect UV light. That patch you scrubbed 12 times? In your dog's eyes, it's practically lit up like a crime scene, because urine reflects UV just like under a blacklight. Here's the science. Dogs obsessively sniff these spots because, in their world, those UV markers are still screaming, "Another dog peed here." And here's the kicker. Regular cleaners don't erase these invisible signals. Only enzymatic cleaners break down the compounds that glow under UV, making the spot truly disappear. So, if your dog keeps returning to clean spots, it's not stubbornness. It's superpowered vision at work. Curious about your pup? Subscribe for more dog secrets. 2 a.m. You're stumbling through the dark, stubbing your toes on every piece of furniture. Meanwhile, your dog glides past you, silent and sure-footed, like they're wearing night vision goggles, because, in a way, they are. Dogs have a special mirror layer in their eyes, called the tapetum lucidum. It bounces incoming light back through the retina, giving them a second chance to see in near darkness. That eerie glow you spot when a flashlight hits their eyes? That's the mirror reflecting back at you. Next time you're fumbling around after dark, watch your dog. While you're squinting or scrambling for your phone's flashlight, they're moving through your house like it's broad daylight. Here's a practical tip. Keep your outdoor lights dim at night. Bright white lights can destroy your dog's natural night vision, making it harder for them to see after you turn them off. Let your dog's superpower shine, and maybe follow their lead next time you need a midnight snack. Your dog's pacing. The sky looks perfect. Your weather app says sunny all day. Your dog says disaster. Who's right? Spoiler, not the meteorologist. Dogs sense barometric pressure drops miles away, signaling storms. This explains the crazy behavior an hour before storms when weather apps show nothing. They're feeling pressure dropping from systems 50+ miles away. When they show storm anxiety in clear weather, prepare now. Their anxiety isn't irrational. It's a 15,000-year-old early warning system. That's spinning before they poop? Not just being picky about grass, they're tuning into Earth's magnetic field. Scientists watched 70 dogs over 2 years. Dogs prefer aligning north-south when pooping, magnetic navigation hardwired into their brains. Now it makes sense. They take forever finding the perfect spot because they're calibrating to planetary field lines before relaxing. Think that's wild? Your dog's sense of time is even weirder. Your partner texts, "Dog's at the window," but you're still 15 minutes away, and today you took a totally different route home. No routine, no clues. So how does she know? Here's the secret. Dogs have a return timer built right into their senses. Studies by researcher Rupert Sheldrake found that even when owners arrived home at random times, dogs somehow anticipated their return. No clocks, no calendars, just a superpowered nose. It turns out your dog can detect your scent trail drifting on the wind from blocks away. As you get closer, even if you're still far from home, your unique smell announces your approach. That's why your partner texts, "Dog knew 20 minutes ago," even though you're nowhere near the door. Your dog is already waiting, tail wagging, because they've sensed you coming long before you arrive. It's just another way your dog is tuned in to your world, keeping track of you, no matter where you are. You get up for 10 seconds. Come back, dog in your spot, looking at you like, "What?" They're not stealing your seat out of spite. They're not being possessive. They're heat-seeking missiles targeting the thermal ghost of your body heat. Here's what's happening. Dogs sense temperature like thermal cameras, drawn to the warm spots your body left behind like magnets. So that's why they always take your seat the second you stand, detecting thermal signatures you can't feel. Dogs see movement in slow motion. They process visuals so fast, our reflexes look broken to them. This is why they react before you even stand up, catching micro movements in your leg muscles and weight shifts hundreds of milliseconds before you move. Mystery solved. They suddenly get excited when you're just thinking about getting their leash because they saw your eyes glance at the door, hand twitch toward your pocket, tiny shoulder turn. They're watching you in such detail. They know your intentions before you act. Try sneaking past them to the kitchen for a midnight snack without them noticing. Impossible. They've already tracked every eye movement. But these next ones, they get seriously unsettling. Number 13. The illness alarm. Your dog suddenly becomes a stage 5 clinger. Won't leave you alone. This isn't cute. Check your health. Today, they detect minute body temperature fluctuations, signaling illness before symptoms appear. This explains predicting seizures or diabetic episodes. Sensing temperature shifts before you feel anything. Remember how they detected pregnancy at number 3? Same superpower. If your normally independent dog becomes clingy, get checked. Fever, infection, blood sugar issues broadcast thermal signals they respond to. Number 14. The floor sensor. Your dog knows you're home before your key touches the door. They're not psychic. They have seismic sensors in their paw pads detecting vibrations through the floor. Your car 3 houses down? They feel it rumbling through the ground. This explains everything. They wait by the door before you arrive because they're feeling your vehicle vibrating from blocks away through the floor. Number 15. The breath ID scanner. Dogs identify individuals by breath alone, even identical twins. Your breath carries a unique chemical fingerprint. Here's what's really happening. They recognize family in masks and disguises, not by using vision. They're identifying breath chemistry from feet away. Your midnight snack raids, already logged by their breath scanner, they know exactly what you ate and when. Number 16. The death detector. Some dogs sense approaching death. Hospice workers report it worldwide. Dogs visit specific patients hours before passing. That cancer-detecting nose from number 5? It doesn't just smell tumors. Scientists think they detect ketones released as the body shuts down. Hospice workers watch where therapy dogs spend time as indicators families should be notified. Accuracy is so reliable, it's become an informal early warning system. When your dog acts unusually protective around elderly family members, they might be detecting decline invisible to medical tests. Your dog refuses to enter the basement, trembling, backing away, hair standing up. Before you call ghost hunters, hear the science. Dogs detect infrasound, deep rumbling frequencies below 20 Hz creating unsettling sensations. They see UV patterns revealing glowing trails from previous residents. They sense electromagnetic fluctuations from old wiring. So that's why they refuse that room, detecting infrasound from pipes, UV evidence of previous pets, electromagnetic interference creating an overwhelming sensory experience that feels threatening. But here's what's genuinely eerie. Even accounting for all their known superpowers, there are still documented cases where dogs react to seemingly empty spaces in ways scientists can't explain. The way they stare into corners with rigid, frozen posture, backing away slowly from nothing while whimpering, refusing to enter places they've always been comfortable, like an invisible wall suddenly appeared. Whether it's sensory combinations we don't understand yet or abilities we haven't discovered, one thing is certain. When your dog acts spooked in empty rooms, they are sensing something real. Maybe that's worth trusting. After all, every other ability on this list seemed impossible until science proved it. Here's what I need to know. Which one does your dog do that you thought was just weird? My dog does that magnetic bathroom compass every single day, and I always thought she was just being dramatic. Comment right now with your dog's weirdest behavior. I'm reading every single response. Hit subscribe to decode more of their secret language. Your dog's been trying to tell you something. Maybe it's time to listen.